All right, let's buckle up and get after a daily paycheck here on Casino Gaming TV. I am John from ProCraps, and we are starting with a $10,000 master bankroll, buying in for 10 to 20% every day, working strategies to a 10 to 20% profit goal every day. We're damn close to it. We'll compound those wins into that master bankroll so that every day the buying gets bigger and bigger and the win goals and profits grow. Now, here are the big questions. What strategies can we trust to get that job done? And the big one is, do I have the discipline to make it happen? Well, let's find out. We're gonna build that bankroll to $100,000 live. No tricks, no magic, no camera tricks, no BS. There's nowhere to hide when it's live. Here we go. All right, here we go indeed. Where are we? I gotta change the filter here. We're on the daily paycheck, which means we have 43K in profit so far. We started with $10,000 like 200 days ago. And you know how this goes, right? If you're new to this whole thing, what I'm doing, we start with 10K. We bought in, we're buying in for like, 15% or so, right? Back then I was buying in for 10%. So $1,000 buy-ins from the 10,000 master bankroll, looking to win like 20%, so 200 bucks. It took forever for those early days to add up to something meaningful. Now that we're at 40K in profit, we're buying in for like 8,000 bucks, right? Which is 15% of the master bankroll, and the 20% win ends up being 1,600 bucks. And now we compound every day, bigger, 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 right? And just go, go, go. So, so far, so good. We've had a good run. This week, I've been kind of playing around with a new way of playing, which goes against everything I talk about, right? Which is why I wanted to do it. Let's switch to the table, and I'll talk you through what I mean by that. We have been doing traditionally here, what I find works the best for me is this thing called either the Dallas Drawdown or the 2100 Salute. Both strategies I love. They're 2 hits and out. Two rolls effectively, and you're done playing, right? You limit yourself to that, and you kind of take what you take. Some days you get the full thing, some days you don't. And it looks like this. When I do that, like for example, if we go out there today at a simple 3,600. Now, I guess that's probably not enough money. We'll probably have to do like a 4,100 or $4,200. And what that looks like, there's 4,000 by the way, out of my rack, and here's 4,500. I'll take 300 bucks and change. That'll be 4,200 across. Okay, what that looks like is double the 2,100. So we go 500 each on the 4 and 10. Okay, the 5 and 9, instead of being 350, are going to be 700. Okay, the 6 and 8 are going to be 900 each. It's a lot of freaking money, right? It's half my bankroll that's out there. But what happens is this: everything that's out here pays about 1,000 bucks, right? The 4 and 10 will pay 490, or I'm sorry, 980. Basically 1,000 for 20, right? The 5 and the 9, right? 5 pays 7, 2 pays 280. That's 980. Again, 1,000 for 20, effectively. The 6 and 8 at 900 pay 1,050. So everything out here pays $1,000 on roll 1. Okay, if you get it on roll 1, you're pretty solid, right? On the second roll, now again, I'm talking about 2 rolls of dice. If we get a horn number, well, that's it. That's roll 1. Roll 2, horn number, maybe you stop playing. But if you catch a second number, right after the first hit, you bring it all back. You bring half of it back, plus your win. Let's say we win 1,050. Okay, let's do the math here. There's 1,000, there's 2,000, there's 3,150. We started with how much? 4,200. You got 31 and a half back in your rack already. So you're only out there essentially for about $1,000 at risk at this point, right? This becomes 2,100 across. Okay, that's 250, 350, 450, right? Going across the bets. Each one of those pays about 500 bucks. Okay, should you get the win, let's just say it's a $500 win on average, right? Look where we are. There is 1, 2, 3, 4,000 and $200. There's your starting bankroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2,000, right? And you're at 1,550 bucks in profit. 2 rolls and you're out. That's the goal. The goal today is 1,600. That's how you basically do it, right? That's a killer simple way to play. It's 2 rolls and you're done. Again, sometimes you roll horn numbers and you're like, well, screw it. I guess we're not going to get our deal today. But that's how I've been playing. That's been working really well. I've been trying something different this week, which is more of a come-based system off of a slightly smaller spread. So I'm going to play the regular Paycheck just to kind of get it out there and sort of play it out one time and just kind of, you know, show you kind of how it works with real dice and real bets. Again, just to get a lens on it, but really what I want to do is give more of that testing to the what we're calling the come blaster strategy. There we go. There's the 4,100 across, or 42 across, $4,200 across, and what do you call it? $300 change. And you can do this with $10 chips too. This could easily be 420 across. Same deal. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get my crapsy going here, and I'm gonna shut up and stop talking and let you guys play along, and hope we have some fun today. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get crapsy to fire up. Working a little slow today. What color dice should I use? Should I use the blacks again? I think I will go blacks again. Come on, crapsy. Let's start the Paycheck. Here we go. Crapsy table's getting started. You should see your alerts here in just a second. And I will give you about 10 seconds here to get your bets in, and then I'm gonna start throwing dice. So let me get one more sip of coffee before we go. Cheers, everybody. And let's get after it. Here we go. Let's get your bets going. Coming out, not working the come out. Let's see, I don't know what set to use today. We're just gonna go with this one here. Who knows? First throw of the day. I don't warm up at all. I just come down here, take a big deep breath, and kind of let it rip. So here we go, coming out. And there is an ace deuce on the come out. Good thing we're not on the pass line, right? 2-1-3. This will be a 2-1-3 for that. Okay, here we go. Let's get those bets. Let's get those bets back in. Here we go. Here we go. That looks like a 3 and a 1. That'd be a 4 all day. 3-1-4. Okay, we have a point finally. All right, here we go. Gonna get her done, right? Gonna get her done. Oh no, what did I do? I think I'm gonna close my crapsy window down. I did. Hold on, crapsy. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. I almost hit the X to close the window instead of the title bar to activate it. Here we go. Looking for that .04 shooter. That's a big old kiss, but it's a 9. That was not a great throw, but we'll take the result anyway. It's a 6-3-9. That's a 6 and a 3. 6 and a 3. Now I'm gonna get some change over here. I'm gonna take these blacks, okay? And we're gonna get 75 in green, 25 in red. And the reason for that is because we're gonna pay 20 bucks, because that pays $9.80. So 20 bucks for 1,000. Take the $1,000 back to my rack, and my rack should look like there's 4,500. Again, I'm gonna take half my bets down, put that back in the rack, and there's 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 in the rack plus a bunch of blacks, okay? Let's switch up here to 2,100 across, and I'm gonna do this the easy way, okay? The easy 2,100 across, without all the green chips, is this. It's 300, 300, 450, 450, 300, and 300. Makes it simple. 3, 6, 9, 12, and then 1,600, 2,000, and then we cap the 6 and 8 with 100 bucks. So there it is. There's a little bit of a bonus on the 6 and 8. They pay 5 1/4. A bit of a bonus on the 4 and 10. They pay 600. The 5 and 9 are your ugly ones, I suppose, but whatever. Right? One hit in. The worst thing that happens here is we lose 1,000 bucks. The worst that happens is we lose about 1,000. Right? When you draw it down like this, you're reducing that risk as you go. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk all about this on the coffee run. I actually have a interesting thing to sort of go over on the coffee run about this strategy tomorrow. Here we go. Let's lock her in, baby. Let's lock her in. There's a 5. That's the ugly one, right? It's the worst of all of them. 3, 2, 5. But we will take it, okay? 300 pays 420. right? 300 pays 420 bucks. We can go 30, drop 30, and take 450. Actually, I can drop 30. I can drop, let's see. Yeah, right? 420 plus 30 is 50. Plus, yeah, we'll drop the 80 bucks and just take purple back. This makes it easier. Take a purple back. Let's bring it all down. We're done. That's a paycheck. That's a 2-roll. Go to the cage, freaking paycheck. There's $100 in the greens. Now, how are we looking? How are we looking all together? Let's take all the blacks out of the rack. We'll get it all colored up. And $1, $2, $3, $4, $500. 1, 2, oh, they're not stacking good. Golly, John. Okay, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purple chips and 400 bucks. Put the 400 up here. I'm gonna get 5 purples out. Put this back in the rack. Now, how did we do? Let's find out together. There is $8,000. There's $1,000, $1,400 in profit. There's your daily paycheck, right? We didn't get our $1,600. We got $1,400, and you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, right? There it is. Bing, bang, boom, done. Paycheck time, right? All good in the hood. Now, let's switch gears. I'm gonna go back out. I'll press the crapsy button for you so you guys can make your bets. I think we already did. Okay, we're gonna go with this. I'm gonna take, let's go with an $800 buy-in. 800 bucks. I'm gonna buy in here for 160. So we'll take 40 bucks and change. Go 160 across. And here's this come blaster strategy that I've been working through the last couple days. 160 across. And I'll take 25 bucks and come with it. This is what I was doing the rest. We're gonna run this the rest of the day. See if we can't make some money on that. Here we go. I got to get 3 come bet set, and I've already got the point going. So we're already behind a couple of rolls, right? Let's do it. Looking for a point of 4 shooter. We got a 6, 4, 10 easy on the end. Whoop, I rolled that. Oh my God, come on, John. Look at me with the crappy stick skills. 6, 4, 10. You all saw it when it landed. I'm not cheating you. 6, 4, 10. 6, 4. All right, now we're gonna get, I'll go a lot faster now with Crapsy. The first bit's explaining, now we're gonna play. All right, 10 pays, 50 bucks. 4-1. 4-1. So let me drop a nickel out of my rack. To pay that vig, we'll get $4 and change. There's the 4 change. We paid our vig. Into the rack that goes. Now, what happens is this. The 10 comes down. The come bet goes up. A new come bet comes in, and the winnings come back to my rack. That's 1 come bet. We're looking for 3. On a miracle, we need a miracle. We need 3 come bets to be a miracle here. Let's go. That is going to be a 5, a 4 and a 1, it looks like. A 4 and a 1. Cool. 4, 1, 5. Love it. Again, that come bet's going to travel up into the 5. The 5, I'm going to pull it down and take its payment of 35 bucks. So the original bet stays in the come. The winnings come back to my rack. So I bring back the winnings, and I get basically a free bet. This is a risk-free little come bet. And at the end of this thing, all 3 come bets end up there at no cost. If we can get them, right? I've had a tough time getting 3 come bets set this week. This is the first time I've even had 2, like in a couple of days. That's a better looking toss. It's a 9. It's a 9. 3 clean come bets. We're gonna see the strategy actually work. This is fantastic. 5, 4, 9. 5, 4, 9. All right, same thing, right? Come bet moves up, 9 comes down. It gets paid $35. Now, we don't come a third time. We have 3 come bets that were all paid for by the wins on the numbers. Those are risk-free bets. We're gonna bring the rest of our money back to our rack. What I'm gonna do then is go out with $10 sized bets on the rest of the numbers. Table minimum, right? Again, those are all the caps. The $10 we got, remember we got paid 35, 35, 35? The roots are here, the caps are here. All of that out there is paid for. Everything out there is free, okay? You look at our rack, right? There's 150, 160 in greens, right? Here's the $25 that was our first come bet, and we actually have a quarter in locked profit. So if I take my look here, there is 600, 700, there's our $800 that we started with our profit level. Ta-da! Now we're playing. Risk-free, out there, cash, right? Those come bets pay. We replaced them with $10 bets, and we end up at 64 across, in this case, and hope that was a beautiful throw. 6, 4, 2, and the ones that are already there, right? Play them how you want to play them. 4, 2, 6. We're gonna play Philly Special. From this point on, Philly Special. What that means for me is the 6 and 8. I play like this. We get paid 14 bucks. I'm gonna take 2 back to the rack. I'm gonna press them each by a unit. The next hit, we're gonna collect on whatever one of them hits. Here we go. Here we go. Let's have a good roll, Johnny. $6-1. Nope, not having a good roll. We got pretty much nothing out of that, right? But you can see the plan, right? You can see the plan. 6-1-7, it ends it all. But I like where this thing leads us to, right? Everything out there was paid for by the first 3 bets, right? You get 3 rolls, the whole thing is covered, and you have bigger bets up here. Normally when you do a 64 across and 3 hits, you're not quite covered across, and you have nothing in the rack. This one here, the same 3 rolls, covers everything with profit, and you've got 3 double-sized bets. I like that part of it. I don't like not getting my rolls, but we'll be okay. Here we go, 160 across again. Did I type that in? I did, okay. Let's get you, so you guys can bet. There you go. 160 across. I have $25 ready for the next come bet, or for the first come bet for this next shooter. And then let's get her done, huh? Get her done. All right, here we go, coming out. Coming out. Six hard. 3, 3 hard, 6. It looks like the roll tracker has crapped itself. Yeah, it does not seem to. I gotta fix that damn thing. I keep saying I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it. I gotta get after it. Now that I have a job, I can't really have personal time, so I gotta fix that thing on my own time. The problem with it is that it's the database that it's on. It's a memory cache, so it just loses itself once in a while. I gotta put it somewhere permanent. Here we go. Let's get that come bet set, huh? That's gonna be a midnight. We lose it. We lose the darn thing on a bad roll. That was not an 11, that was a 12. Replace the come bet from the rack. There goes our profit. And the last shooter. Let's have these dice spread out a little better this time. Here we go. 8. Okay, that's an 8. Good deal. Good deal. 6, 2, 8. We move up. We come down to get paid $35. That's the next come bet, which is, again, is paid for by the win, basically, right? And there we go. Once all 3 are set, you can say they're paid for. Until they're set, they aren't really paid for. That's 1. We need 2 more. 2 more, damn it. Let's go. Little sideways kick. Another hard 6 though. That'll be the point. Not a great throw. Not a great throw. But we will take it because it pays 35. 35 bucks. Comes down, comeback goes up. And I've got my next comeback ready to go. Right there. Puck is off. Now I can choose to pass line it right here. I can work the bets and work the pass line, or I can just let those two come bets sit by themselves. Either way is fine. If you're gonna do this, now you're fighting to come out 7, okay? Let's do it just so we can see the rhythm of it, but again, I don't necessarily recommend that. Here we go. Coming out, everything's hot right here. Not gonna waste a roll. Everything's hot. That's a better throw. It's a 4 too, it's even better. Even better, it's a 4, 3-1. Booyah. That 4 is gonna pay 50 as it becomes the point, 50 for 1. I gotta get my puck over and the vig out of the rack. There's the vig. Not a very good flip. The dealers get pissed off when you do that to them. But there's your dollar vig. Everything comes back. The 4 comes back. The 5 comes back. The 9 comes back. Right? That's great. The point is 4, and the 10 comes back. Right? There's our 3 come bets. Okay. Let's get the rest of the numbers set up as blacks or as reds. 10 on the 9, 10 on the 10. And we'll get $10 on the 5 here in just a second. There's 25 for a quarter. Now we have 1, 2, 3 contracts, come bets at $25, and 1, 2, 3 bets at what you might call table minimum. Okay? In the rack, if I take these greens from the rack and make them blacks, we're back. There is 800 bucks. That's our starting bankroll. We have $21 in the rack locked. All that out there is covered, right? And again, unlike a normal 3-hit strategy where things are covered in 3 hits, we are covered, but we have 3 bets that are over table minimum, which is kind of cool. That's like the bonus of this strategy, is getting 3 bets over table minimum. So if we have a little bit of a run, those extra quarters that come back really are going to be impactful to us. Here we go. Another kiss. It's a 10, 6-4. Boy, I keep doing that. They're not flying clean. 6-4, 10. 6-4, 10. That pays 18 bucks. Okay. And the 4 and 10, when I'm in Philly special mode, right, I flip them. Essentially, I take the win in place of the bet. Now, I can't put an $18 10 out there, so I'll make it look like 20. Buy it for 20 bucks. And I basically exchange the win for the bet on the 4 and 10. The 6 and 8, we do a sister press kind of thing, but I can't really do that here until we get them both covered. Here we go. Get your bets in. Get your bets in. I did miss the midnight. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. Here we go. Better throw. Hard 6 again. They're just not quite separating for me. Hard 6. But that's beautiful. 3, 3, 6. That's great. That pays a quarter. And of course, the come bet releases itself, right? Let's take $10, $12 out of our rack and get that 6. Now we have $50 in locked profit out of our 800. If you want to really be that guy about it, you've got $50, $65 in the rack, plus what you can pull down is $20, $30, $40, $50, $2 out there. That's 100 bucks in profit. If you want to pull out and walk, you're at 100 bucks in profit from 800. Okay, not quite 20%, but you've got the ability to pull money back and lock $100. Nobody's going to do that because you're all a bunch of degenerates. So am I. But remember, what's out there is yours, except for the 8 and the 4, the 2 come bets. The come bet and the pass line bet you can't pull. Everything else out there, though, is yours that you can pull down and bug out. There's the 8. Oh my God, what a great run. What a great run, 6-2. Love it. This is the first time you guys have seen this thing work all week. All right, the 8's gonna come down. You get paid single, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go with a $12 8. I'm gonna get $3 and change for that. There's my change. And we have $100 now locked, right? 800 plus $100 in locked profit. Beautiful thing. Let's actually get some hits up here. Let's get this thing, let this thing run a little bit, huh? Here we go. Perfection, we hitting that 4. Freaking 7. Would have loved to hit the 4 and get rid of that green chip too, but oh well. We locked it in though, right? We got $100 in profit. Look at us. Look at us making money today. Not like normal on this show where I get my tail handed to me. That's pretty cool. Want to do one more run? Do we have time for one more run? I do. Let me put this 7 in here for y'all. And we'll do one more run. At 7:30, I got a chance for time for one more. Let's do it again. I'll take 175 out, $15 change. We'll do 160 across one more time. My quarter's ready here. And I think we're basically, yeah, we're gonna be a little bit upside down, obviously, because we have to dip into our core bankroll to make this move here, but let's give it a shot. What do you think, huh? Good point, Doricel. Sometimes I wish Crapsy has the option to hide the leaderboard. I think that'd be pretty cool. Would be really nice, and I'm talking to Chuck this week. What would be cool is if I had the option in Crapsy as the table runner to say hide leaderboard. Like I'd like that to be a checkbox that I can control if it's hidden at all, right? Or when I decide to let you see it, you can see it. That's actually a really good feature because you're right. That makes people have bad decisions, right? For sure. Slambright says, thank you. These daily paychecks have been forcing me to get my mind right about practicing a strategy with Crapsy. It inherently makes you want to play competitive. Yeah, right? 100%, dude. That's like, I have told Chuck this. I love Crapsy, but to me, Crapsy's turned us into poorer players because everybody's trying to beat everybody else. Everybody's trying to hammer the other people, and you're not really playing your way, you know? So I like the fact that some of us are using it to really work the strategies. 5-2, yikes. So that's a great point. Thanks for saying that, because I think that's the one gripe I've got about Crapsy is that people just tend to rail dump and do crazy stuff. Here we go. That's a better throw. That's a 4 again. 3-1, 3-1-4. But we talked about yesterday, we're talking about that Jimmy strategy, the lay 4 thing. I think I've picked up that 4 3 times now, right? I think the 4s are outpacing the 7s 2-1 today. It just happens, man. Sometimes the best laid plans will get hammered. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I need my combat. Combat. That's a 3. Damn it. Ugly. 2-1. Look how backed up the roll. The roll tracker is seeing that 10 from like an hour ago. It just now picked it up. It's crazy. 2-1-3. There's that. We'll lose that bet out there. I'm going to drop $100. Get 4 greens. Replaces the bet we lost. 75 back to the rack. Now we're going to be running behind. This is how this strategy normally runs for me, right? Normally we get no combat set and all the combats lose. So let's see if we can get keep the streak alive here. Let's keep the streak alive. Let's go. There's a hard 8. Hard 8, the square pair. 4-4. Okie doke. Go up, come down, get paid, and stay. $40. 40 bucks back home. I'm going to take these greens and make them a black because it makes me feel better. We're almost, almost got our, I'm so like hyper concerned about getting that bankroll back. Yeah. Such a nudge when it comes to the rack. Here we go. Here we go. That's a better looking toss, but it's a 7. All the better looking tosses are, I should just throw crappy all the time. 6-1, bummer. Bummer, 6-1. All right, nothing happens. We lose, but we win. And the net of that thing was this, right? We're out there for 160, right? We had brought back 40 bucks to the rack earlier, right? We brought back 25 here, out for 160, and we're losing 125, 130. The net of all that, we were up $100 to start that hand. If I take those reds and make them a green, we have 785. So we ended up losing the 115 bucks essentially. So we, you know, whatever. That's, you can see the difference here in the rack that is pulled off the table. How that looks in the rack is now we're upside down. We were up 100, now we're down about 15 bucks. So, que sera, sera, right? 736. That was a 6-minute roll. Good job, Fatso. Here we go. We'll do one more run. One more run. Get your bets in. I'm gonna get my buy-in and we're gonna get rolling here. So 175. Let's do 15 and change. I'll set the rest of these up. All right, there's our 160. Here is 25. That'll be our come bet once the puck is on. At an even $600 in the rack. There's 4, 5, 600 bucks. We're down 200 bucks in the rack. The rack is light 200. We got 185 out there. So our total net is down 15. Here we go. Coming out. Come bet, of course, is not really there. It's just for show. Let's get the dice rolling here and one last ditch effort. 4-1. Nice throw. 4-1-5. Okay, here we go. Come bet's on. The come bet is on. Here we go. Let's get it set. That was a better toss. As a 6. They bounced kind of high, but we'll take that. 3-3. Oops, I didn't press the button. Darn, I forget to press the damn button. Let's go. 3-3. Whoops. 3-3. There we go. Okay. Let's do it. Pays 35. Oh my gosh. Pays 35 and comes down. Come bet goes up. Flat goes in the rack. 40 bucks coming home. All righty. Let's do it. There's a 5. That's the point. Point winner, 5, 4-1. Last time we did this, we went out and worked the come out, right? Remember that? So we'll do the same thing here. The come bet will travel. The 5 will come down and get paid 35 bucks. We'll use the flat bet on the pass line and work everything. So we're hot. We're hot on the come out. I'll take those reds, leave them there. We're working. We have 2 come bets, the 5 and the 6. We have 1 come bet, pass line bet in process. Everything up there is hot. Let's get our third bet our third contract bet set and get this done. Here we go. Come on, Jenny. Got to earn back that loss, right? Got to earn back that loss from before. Here we go. Coming out. Coming out, it's a 6, a 516. Not the greatest result, but we'll take it. We do get paid. That contract bet will come down and get itself paid. Okay, that was our third bet. So what happens here is this: we got paid 3 times. The rest of the numbers are done. We're done with all of them. We're left with 2 contract bets instead of 3 this time, but that's just the way that the dice kind of rolled out. Whatever. Everything else goes out there at minimum, and all the bets are covered. I need to get 25 for that quarter. There's the 6, there's the 4, there's the 8, and there's the 6. So now we are basically across, kind of for free, okay? I'm gonna make these greens a black in the rack. Again, just so you can see where we are. There is $400, $675 in the rack, plus what's out there. Here we go. Got to make up some ground because we lost a little bit earlier there. Did I put the 6 in? I guess I didn't put the 6 in. I'm sorry. Too much yapping, not enough typing. Too much yapping. Sorry about that. The 6 is now typed in for you. Get your bets in, and I will get the next throw in. Looking for a 5 or a 6. Here we go. 5 or a 6. There's a 10. That'll work. 6 and a 4. All right, you guys work your bets. I'm sorry about taking long last time. Again, that pays 18 bucks. We're gonna make it look like 20. Bring the rest back to the rack. Let's go. Here we go. 8, 6, 2, 8 easy. Good, 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 good. It pays the 14 bucks. We're gonna leave 12 out there and press them both 1 unit. Keep the roll going. Let's keep the roll going. Here we go. Four, 2, 6. Good. Good, good. 4, 2. So the 6 and 8 rhythm, we press them both. If either of them hits, we collect the next one. So that's a $21 win. That's a collect. Philly special. That's how the Philly special works on the 6 and 8. That would be the point. I don't know why I had a 6 out there. I already had the come bet. That was kind of dumb. Anyway, that pays and comes back. We're going to leave it like this. We'll leave the across bets out there. No reason to come back to the line again. I'm going to make these greens, by the way, a black. Keep the rack pretty. Rack has $700 in it now. $750 actually in the rack, so we're inching towards being back to even after the loss earlier. And let's see what happened here. Oh, place your bets. There you go. We're good. Puck's off. I think perhaps he's right. Coming out. Only the 5 is hot because it's a come bet. 9. Okay, we have a point. We got a new point. Let's do it. That's a doer. All right. 639, hit it. We hit the point. Look at that little buckshot action. Little buckshot, buckaroo, 6-3. Awesome. That pays 15 for one out of the rack. Great. G money time. Looks like a quarter. 5 and 9. 5 and 9, we get a little bit aggressive early. It'll look like 35 on the next hit, but for right now, let's just get it up. Coming out. I like that landing spot right there. That's where I want to be. 516, we're back on the 6. Still looking for a damn 5, right? Funny how these things will sit there forever sometimes. You catch a come bet, travels up, and boy, it'll sit there for an hour and a half. Here we go. Here we go. It looks like the 7. That's going to end it. That'll end it. I think we might have tied. I think that one big loss, we recovered mostly from it, but we ended up in a tie situation, which is a bummer. Let's see, almost a tie. There's $25 in reds. I think we ended up here with 750 in the rack. No, 850. There's 500, 850. We actually won 55 bucks. $56. That's pretty cool, actually. After being down 100 and something, we fought back and won about $60. That's pretty cool. Not the greatest way to play, right? That is a grinder strategy for sure. It takes a miracle to get 3 come bet set. We had 2 good runs today, or 3 good runs today, but normally that thing's been getting its tail thumped. We'll play it again tomorrow, and then we'll kill it. Friday, we're going to do a modified iron cross and see if that works out. Again, we'll work through this stuff next week. So that's it. Let me go back over into the other room here. Let's type this thing in and get her going. Let's see. So let me go to the data entry screen. Y'all can see that, I hope. There's the rack. So today is the 21st. Oh, you know what today is? Ooh. This is a special day in my life, actually. Strategy today was we did the Dallas Drawdown, of course. Dallas Drawdown for 8,000. We've cashed out for 94.50, so we won 14.50, right? Is that right? And then we got that from the bank, and it was 2 rolls. Yay. Done. Okay. So when I refresh the screen, the daily paycheck looks like it's now at 44,000. Awesome. Current bankroll 54. Still buying in for 8. We haven't quite crested the next level yet, but that's where we are. Look at the August. We're 6-1 for the month of August, up $2,000 for the month. Again, if you're doing daily paycheck and you're trying to win like a grand a day, like we're doing here, basically a grand a day, you can afford to lose a little bit and kind of be on pace, right? The 2 week, this is like a pretend 2 weeks of play, you're up 2K, right? Look at July, right? Yeah, we played 12 times in July, won 5,000 bucks, right? So if you're looking to like kind of live on this, or like, you know, pay your dinners and your shows and your sports tickets and all that kind of stuff with your gambling, and you can afford to go out there at this level, you can actually kind of do it. All right, that's it, guys. I am out. Let's celebrate, and I'll see you for the coffee run in about 15. Thanks all. God bless. See you in a little bit.